So, well, do you want to you'll be asking the question and the camera just be pointing at me, or how
I
you
say the
do it?
camera gonna be pointed at you. I'm gonna sit there. We gonna pretty much it's gonna be more of a conversation about the topic of what we talking about.
All right.
So I'm gonna reply. When we gonna talk about it.
All right. You want to sit the drone down, the phone, or you gonna just hold it?
I'll hold it.
All right. Bet.
Only because it's charging though.
Oh yeah.
I would have to make a whole device for that. Poke a hole in something, sit it right and all that. All right, so conversation for today.
Yeah. So it's like a few things like what we were talking about, because excuse me, y'all. What's good, Wayne Gang? This is the Fatherless Man's Podcast. I'm Wayne Townsend. This is French Lee. My fault. All right, so I'm Wayne Townsend. Who you, bro?
French.
It's my brother from another mother, literally. We grew up together, and then I went to South Carolina, came back, and then we back full attack. We about to make it happen like that, Matt. New edition. We're gonna be doing it like this. Eventually, he's gonna show his face, but we gonna work out the kinks, figure out how we gonna set it up and stuff like that. A lot of questions is gonna come from him. Y'all gonna get to see his intellect, shit like that, and then y'all gonna see us build on top of what we got now. So right now, I was just asking him some questions about like people like siphoning energy, different ways people siphon energy. Does he peep it? And I think crackheads and dope fiends do witchcraft. So that's my take on shit, because they always asking stupid ass questions when you walk past them. So a lot of shit don't be sitting right with me. We just watched this video of a guy asking somebody at the bus stop what time it is, and it was like 6 o'clock in the morning. It was dark, it was cold, whatever the case may be. Whatever made this young dude not want to answer the old head got offended, but he was spitting major facts. I can't lie about that. He was like, oh, you scared of society, motherfucker, because you can't answer me on what time it is. But a lot of times, I was just telling my brother, like, bro, people don't be wanting to be bothered. But, see, I'm different, like, bro, and you can attest to this. Like, you don't mind people being around you, right? But me, I'm more reserved, where I don't like other energies interfering with mine. But this is why I call my brother the guru sometimes. Well, I call him the guru because he already understood. Because he told me years ago, I don't know if you remember this, bro, but you told me years ago that everybody operates off the same conscience. And motherfucking, for you to sit and hold your conscience and be selfish with your interpretation of it is kind of like, I guess it is like, well, motherfucker, who do you think you are? But but like when the old head was like
ego.
Yeah, that part. Facts, that part. And that's something that a lot of people be like scared to break, like, But to the question, you get what I'm saying? Because I was snapping earlier. I'm
definitely
like,
about to go into a whole nother conversation.
Yeah,
talking about ego.
Yeah,
but yeah, back to the conversation.
So the God. All right. So the question really was, do you peep how people be like trying to extract energy from others, like from people that don't want to be bothered, and from the like separate the people that likes to be alone from the antagonist. At least I would call them antagonists, because they have a problem with people not wanting to be bothered. You get what I'm saying?
So what's the question then?
Do you are you able to pick up when somebody's on some weird shit?
Yes.
Okay, now the guy. All right, so we were just talking about when you walking down the street. Has anyone ever asked you, like a dope fiend? Has a dope fiend ever asked you, like, "Excuse me, man, what time is it?"
No.
Right.
Because
so,
I'm not a man.
No, I said, "Excuse me, man, not man, bro."
It sounded like you said, "Excuse me, ma'am."
Oh, pardon myself, dog.
That's why I had to say no, because people ask me for the time all the time, but
yeah, but
they ain't never say "Excuse me, ma'am."
But that in itself, bro, like that shit, like it makes me, it wears me out because, like I'm in no way, shape, or form trying to make it like I'm better than anybody, right? It'd be certain things that gets.
So would you say that you are not better than a dope fiend?
No, I'm in no way better than a dope fiend, bro.
Why not?
Smoke, bro. It's hard for me to stop smoking weed, bro. You know that.
But weed isn't as harmful as dope.
Yeah, I know that, but it's just
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I'm better than a dope fiend.
But I can't. I mean.
I have vices. I have vices like dope fiend has vices.
Maybe my determination to present myself better than the dope fiend.
I'm not gonna sit there and say I think so highly of myself that I couldn't interact with someone that I feel like isn't on my level. Like,
but it's nothing. Okay, so let me get this straight. So it's nothing wrong. Perception-wise, your perception.
There's nothing wrong with thinking highly of yourself, but
right.
It's a problem when you think of yourself so highly that
you can't.
Others don't. It's a problem when you think so highly of yourself that you treat others as they are insignificant, because you never know what that person might know or what this person might be saying. That's why I was saying before that, I don't mind talking to a fiend, whether they do crack, dope, whatever.
Right.
Because just because they are under that influence don't mean that they don't know what they know.
Right.
And even though it might be distorted, if you want to give your energy to that and be like, you know what, I do, just because I want to obtain whatever knowledge that they might be trying to give me, listen to it and try to understand it or try to break it down, even though sometimes it might not sound like it's going anywhere, but you got to remember that you're dealing with somebody whose mind isn't
completely there
at full capacity.
Right.
So now they have something that they want to say, but it's hard for them to communicate that because
they got drugs blocking neural paths and shit.
Exactly.
But all right, I get that, right? It's fucking annoying, bro. Listen.
It is.
It's annoying to talk to a fiend. I'm not gonna lie. And no, we ain't out here doing no bullshit. 1, 2, this, that, and other. What I'm saying is we in the poverty-stricken town, right? So when we walk into the bus or when we whatever we doing, going to the store or my bro do contract work, when it be fiends walking past the houses he doing, whatever the case may be, and they talk like French is a
we live in a drug zone city. Pretty much.
That part.
No matter where you go in this city,
they around.
There are drugs in the area.
that type of shit. But you are the down to earth, talk to anybody type of thing, right? Type of person.
Mm-hmm.
But see, that's leading me to believe that, because I can't prove it, I'll say I believe. That's leading me to believe that maybe I did get fucked over by somebody where I don't trust like I used to, like where I'm not. But I would call that being gullible or being naive to eat, because when I first got here, when I first came back home, bro, I was like, I was happy-go-lucky kind of. You get what I'm saying? I talked to everybody. I didn't mind talking to them. You remember when we was at 1709, how many prostitutes and shit was down that? I seen, when I came back home, Ferry Avenue,
Okay.
downtown.
Yeah.
I seen all things that I seen growing when that used to, prostitutes that used to walk me and Brianna to the bus stop, bro.
Yeah,
and I'm like, damn.
Because they had, they wasn't the prostitutes of nowadays.
Of today, right.
Because as the years went, you know, their morals went down lower.
Yeah.
And, you know.
Well, nah.
Things stopped. I guess you could say sense of community started dissipating, because, you know, it used to be where, you know, the fiends back then, they would sit there and, you know, look out for you, like, oh, like, youngin, you shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, exactly. Like I got saved from getting almost smacked by the New Jersey Transit. She pulled me back to the sidewalk, and Brianna was like, I'm telling you, almost got hit by a bus. Shut up. But yeah, bro, like, I don't know, like, I'm real on edge in this season of my life, right? Mm-hmm. So, like, let's get back on the topic of the. So in the video, this older black guy, they're standing at a bus stop in Detroit. It's 6 o'clock in the morning, and the older black guy just randomly, well, I don't know if it was random. I don't know how long they've been standing out there, but he asked somebody that was standing at the bus stop for the time, and the guy replied to him, I don't know you. So the old head got mad, was like, you gotta know me for me to ask you the time? What the fuck this world come to? And then he just started going off, and he started like spitting some philosophical shit to Boy, and he was like, yo, society done fucked you up. You scared of society. Stop being a bitch. I can't engage with you. You can't engage with nobody. Ask you for the time because you don't know me. What type of shit is that? But I understood that because of how today is. You walk past a lot of fiends and shit, and everybody's on the sneaky tip. Like I was just walking to the bus stop when we was going to go to the spot to make the bread right quick. I'm waiting for you to get to the bus stop, and I'm walking up, and the fiend, like, he was not even like in no like drunken state. He wasn't in no like high state. Because while I was walking up,
he wasn't intoxicated.
Right. He was politicking with whoever he was politicking with. Then he stood up. He saw me walking up, and then he act like he was so high he had to stumble in my way. And I kind of like cursed him out a little bit. Like, bro, get the fuck out my way, bro. What you doing? And he like kind of pepped up and then got out my way. I'm like, and then big girl started laughing. And I was like, I really don't be finding that funny because they annoying. And she was like, for real? And then her bus came, whatever. But I didn't even tell you because I was focused on trying to get to the spot so we can make our bread for the day. But motherfucking, I know, bro, like, because you tell me to calm down a lot. Shit don't be serious, right? But I honestly be feeling like any and everything, because we're black men, bro, I feel like any and everything is trying to extract our energy. And then what little bit we do have left to keep keep governing ourselves accordingly, they trying to take that too. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's like, this shit is annoying, bro. And then make it worse, I just seen a video of a lady. I'm going to touch on this, and I meant to show you this. A lady had her babies in the car. I guess her eldest son was throwing a fit, and he was throwing rocks at the car. He bust her windshield up. He looked like a little softy. He looked like he needed his ass whipped. I'm serious, bro. He didn't look like a kid that was like super mad aggressive. Yeah. But it don't give no bailout to what
No
he was
pass.
doing. Right.
Yeah.
They don't give no pass to what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
He needed to get his ass whipped. She sent him to CPS. Right?
Mm-hmm.
He got beat up, teeth knocked out, busted. Like, I think he's like 12, 13, 14 years old.
Mm-hmm.
At the foster home, after she sent him away, he got beat up. Face fat, shit like that. He got on the phone and made a recording to his mom.
Mm-hmm.
Apologizing to her. Saying he loved her and he's sorry and she was right. Bro, the shit broke my heart because instead of her jumping in front of the behaviors that he was showing, she sent him away. And too often in our community, black women already don't respect us as who we are.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm getting tired of that shit happening because we got more black boys coming up. And the way these women are hating us today is like, it's not good for them.
Mm-hmm.
So you send your son out to get mangled by somebody for the whole internet to be talking shit about him, slandering him, and he's a child. This is why. So I'm like, bro, what's in y'all head for y'all to be like, this is okay for to happen to a child? I could see if the boy was like 18, 19 doing some weird shit like this to his mom. No, he's legit a child. He's a child.
Mm-hmm.
And they wore his ass out. And he's like on the phone like, I'm sorry, please tell the kids that I love them. And I'm like, yo, this shit, like, it really hurt my heart, bro, because it almost pulled tears out of me because you could look at a kid and tell what kind of kid they are. Mm-hmm. Just like you get what I'm saying? You can look through pictures at a kid and tell, like, man, he a sweetheart. Like,
I mean, he ain't bad.
It don't mean that 100%. But what I'm saying is, what were the preventative methods for that you took for that not to happen? It didn't seem like there were any. It just seemed like you were like, and then furthermore, why would you embarrass your household and your child like that? But I did research, bro.
I agree that she definitely shouldn't have posted the results. But you know, if she didn't have no strong male role model in the house to be able to correct them, or someone that he was going to respect, because you know, we talk about how black women don't show black men respect, but you know, black men don't show black women respect at times too, because they wasn't raised on how to show respect, or they was taught how to show respect from a woman who they didn't respect because they didn't know how to respect. So you know, she might have sat there and thought, all right, well, maybe if I, you know, put him in the system so he could see that, you know, I'm doing the best I can to
I get that,
support him and all that.
Yeah.
And if he want to act out, I'm going to send him where
he
people who act out go. Because if you act out too much, they're going to take you from you. And this is where you're going to be. So I'm going to sit there and give you a feel for what you about to go to.
I get that 100%. Right
now, what happened to him, that was just a cause of how he acts and being in that environment.
Yeah.
But as far as publicizing it, like, he already learned the lesson. So I agree with you in the fact that she shouldn't have to publicize it even more, where now it's embarrassing for him, because now that can sit there and have a negative impact on how he grows up now. Because he learned the lesson of I shouldn't be doing what I'm doing to my mom and my brothers or siblings
or sisters. I think he got little sisters.
Yeah, so he realized he shouldn't be doing the things he's doing to his siblings or treating them that way. But yeah, the making it public, it it can mess with somebody's psyche or a child's psyche, because now there's the validation that people already seek from others is being magnified, because now he has to try to recruit from the bad look that his mom publicized, because now this is something that's going to follow him for the rest of his life, because it's on the internet. It's out there now.
I'm gonna show you, bro.
Damn, nah, we not gonna
No.
sit
I'm
there.
gonna show you him. I'm gonna just show you his face. He's a little sweetheart, bro. He ain't no bad kid. You can look at him and tell. You can look at this kid and tell he's not a bad kid.
And for all his viewers, just so y'all know, I'm a little bit of an asshole, so I might say some slick shit every now and then. But it's all in love. It's all in love.
I didn't appreciate because too often, bro, we don't have any backup. Us as black men. This is the kid that got beat the fuck up. This is him, bro.
Yeah, he needs to get his ass whooped.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying, bro? This is sad, bro.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Look, bro, he's a little fucking sweetheart. He don't look like no badass, thug-ass little kid, bro. He looked like a kid that
He
is
look
around
like
a bunch of women.
He looked like a kid who needed his ass whooped.
Nah, you don't say dumb shit like that, bro. But
hey, man, I believe all kids need their ass whooped at least one good time.
Look, my daughters probably need their asses whooped.
And he looked like a kid who ain't never get his ass whooped. Never.
But look,
not a
check
day
this
in his
out.
life.
This is my
until he went to that spot and they
and he probably acted out and they
didn't whip his
to him.
ass. They
whipped his ass, bro.
They beat his ass.
Yeah, that. No, that was a whoop.
Beat his ass down.
That was a whoop.
I ain't even see the outcome, but I know.
Oh nah, you got to.
Nah.
But check this out. This is my thing. This is my whole thing with this, bro. They always negate how the shit starts.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't come out the womb like that. Whoever's instilling in him, mom, is the reason why he is the way he is. All the bitterness, all the whatever, like all the shit she got going on inside of herself every day that she can't control is in her kids. So when they lash out and shit like that, now you can't control it because you're looking at you. You get what I'm saying?
I understand.
So
I understand what you're saying.
It's just the facts. Like kids don't like. It's a blank sheet.
It's not completely blank.
It's a blank sheet, bro. They cut off all connection, bro. We cannot remember our past lives. We're a blank sheet when we come out the coochie.
It's not a blank sheet because you still take on certain traits of your parents.
Other people, yeah.
Like
what I'm saying is you're susceptible to anything.
But you can still take on traits of your parents without even being around them.
Yeah, like my dad.
I had a lot of traits of my dad, or did things that my dad did.
Yeah, my mom used to tell me that shit.
Before I even knew him. Like, shit, like, you act just like your dad.
Yep.
And it's crazy because you ain't meet him a day in your life. I'm like, yeah. So, I understand what you're saying as far as a blank slate, but, you know, certain things is just passed down where, like, if his dad had anger issues,
no,
then
bro, that's
it's
not
possible.
that type of stuff.
It's possible.
That
like if his dad was prone to anger, it's a good chance that he could be easily prone to anger.
But but that's the thing, bro. America looks at that stuff wrong to label us. We don't like if that stuff is refocused, then he would be like back in the day. He would be considered a warrior if that was that thing. You get what I'm saying? But what that is him having to be antagonized every day, have to be nagged at every it's like women know what they be doing, bro, and the shit is overbearing. I used to have to live with the shit until like one day, like it got bad because me and Brianna was ready to jump her boyfriend. Whole time I'm thinking the nigga scared of me. Brianna got a fucking butcher knife in her hand coming down the steps. full force at the nigga. And I'm like, he took off in the parking lot. Bros, get your kid. What the fuck? Brianna got a big ass knife, bro, ready to take this nigga out because a whole bunch went down at the racetrack. But because because a lot of black women just maintain kids instead of raising them. So because we were about to be, we were almost at that age where it was time to, where parents feel like, all right, y'all gotta go, y'all grown. We was like 16 going on 7 or 17 going on 18, something like that. And we had we had the event at NASCAR. So this nigga asked Brianna to put ringtones on his phone. She putting ringtones on his phone, and Brianna saw a lady name, so she like, who the fuck is this? And he like, you being grown. Yeah, Brianna was out of pocket. And he went to take his phone back, and I guess he squeezed Brianna's hand. Brianna's very dramatic, so I don't know if she was lying or not. He squeezed her finger or whatever. She got mad. Oh, this, that, and the other. And she made a big thing about it. I'm going to have to protect Brianna, of course, whatever the case may be. So I went to go pick up the big-ass pot of fish grease to throw it on him. And he took off again. Like, the nigga just used to run. So I put it back down.
He's a runner. He's a track star.
But all of that made my mom, like, mad at us. Yeah, and her words to me was, you ain't going to fucking dictate to me who I can see. I'm like, what? What's in your head, lady? That's not what I'm thinking. But a lot of black women thinks that their past is in their way until their past can lead physically. Their past like children. You get what I'm saying? And because they checked out years ago. Like, all right, I just got raised them right. I mean, maintain them right quick, and then, whatever the case may be. At least that's my stance on, like, I see it. And and when I saw this situation with this little boy, it was like, yo, how could you allow your child to have to go through that? How could you allow your child to even get to the angry stage where you don't love them enough to see what's up? That's what I'm talking about. Because he ain't angry for no reason, bro.
Yeah. But, black people don't tend to go to therapy.
It ain't about therapy. It's about love.
Why isn't it about therapy?
I'm talking about...
If you have to figure out why he's angry, that's therapy.
No, bro. You can... I'm talking about like this, bro. Say, when we used to live on Vaughn, Uncle Kenny doing all this extra bullshit, whatever the case may be. Uncle Kenny, why you keep slamming shit down, this, that, and the other? You just broke this glass. What's wrong with you?
They need therapy.
But no, it's not what I'm saying, bro. What I'm saying is, are you going to spaz out on him, or are you going to ask him what's wrong instead of spazzing out? Whole time he mad because he just lost $100 and nobody knows. But he ain't saying shit. He just mad. He in his own little world, whatever the case may be. Nobody asking him anything, but everybody getting mad because he's slamming shit. But then you go to him, you enter into his world when you ask him, oh man, stop slamming shit. Instead of saying, yo, you good? You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
There was no love from the parent to the child, is what I'm saying. She just straight, get the fuck out.
So how do you know that, though?
Because I'm looking at the video.
How you know she didn't try many times before? Because you said, what, he was 12?
I don't know exactly how old he was.
All right, so we know he's a young guy. He's older than 6. And we're going to say he's younger
he's way older than 6.
We're going to say he's younger than 14.
All right, so around 12, 13.
So, who's to say that she didn't try to solve the problem another way?
This entire time?
Many other times, because we don't know how long he's been angry for. Yeah. We don't know why he's angry. Yeah. So, she could have tried many of things, and she felt like that was the last option. Like, you know what? I got to let him experience it.
Bro,
gotta let him experience life.
In this instant, the customer is always right. And in this instant, the customer is the child. There's no reason a parent should not be able to only reason would be because you've allowed it this entire time.
Like I said, you allowed it, or you didn't know how to handle it.
Yeah, right.
If you're inexperienced,
but
then
what you don't know how to handle is what you created. That's what I'm saying. How are you punishing something you created instead of now you went out. Now you sent him out because he ain't doing nothing but acting out what she put in him. It's not him. Is what I'm saying. He don't even know himself yet.
But he's still
everything he's acting out is everything that's being put in him. So all the anger and shit, like, bro, that's what I'm saying about we're a clean slate until we start being influenced. And there's something that made him angry about her. That's why I'm like, yo, like everybody's looking at this shit wrong. Where it's like, oh, send his ass back, let him go through it some more. What? Psychologically, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? This is like, bro, Willie Lynch. That's what's wrong with niggas. This shit is not natural. It's not normal. You send a kid out there in the wilderness to get fucked up and then tell him that's what you get. And it's predominantly black women saying this shit, bro. It's sad, bro. They pitiful. It's sad. Like, it's pitiful how black women, they're the strongest soldier in the white man's army. I'm telling you, bro. And that's why I be saying, like, a lot of times, I don't want to say passive, because I'm not saying you're a passive person. Your approach to not attacking the shit head on be blowing my shit.
I'm
bro.
passive aggressive.
Okay, well, you are?
Yeah.
So, yeah, bro, that blows my shit. Like,
it blows a lot of people's shit.
You gotta attack the shit head on, bro. Like,
nah.
Yeah, nigga, you got this shit is crazy though.
You gotta know it's some assassins out there. When you're an assassin, you don't attack things head on.
100%. You can strategize, but I'm saying, like,
I like to be passive aggressive because if somebody do something to me that they know that they shouldn't have done to me,
yeah. Oh, that's different.
They already know that it's going to be repercussions.
Yeah,
I don't want them to be aware of the repercussions.
Facts.
Like, if you sit there and be
that's
like,
different.
especially if you playing in my face and you like, oh, we here, and you like, oh yeah, da da da. Remember this time you trying to clown me in front of everybody, and you like, but you're doing it in a passive aggressive way. So
right.
When I react, it's gonna also be
make it seem
passive
like
aggressive.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna laugh with you. I'm gonna sit there and be like, oh yeah, yeah. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna have the last laugh because what I'm gonna do, you gonna feel, and it's not even gonna be in front of everybody because I don't want everybody to know we beefing.
Facts.
It's just between me and you.
That's what I'm saying. That's different. I already got vendettas out there.
It's gonna be, but that's how I treat every situation.
True. Well, but see, I can't
unless it's something that needs immediate attention, like it's a immediate, like a physical threat or an immediate threat. Then that's when you can't be passive aggressive. But if it's something where it's like, oh, okay, somebody said something, or even somebody did something, because, like, all right, let's make it a little extreme. If somebody was to come up to you and they got a gun to your head and they gonna rob you, you gonna sit there and get aggressive with them, like, nah, you ain't robbing me, and try to fight back, or you gonna, give it to them.
This is more.
You gonna give it to them, and then
talking points.
At the end of the whole situation, try to get your get backs, especially if you know who it is that's robbing
you. Yeah, but I'm talking about attacking talking points head on, or problems in the community, like just talking points, like shit. Something just recently happened where there was this guy. He's a MMA fighter. His name is Bobby Green. He ain't the best fighter, black guy. Way he presents himself sometimes and come off corny to people and shit like that. Maybe he trying to find his footing, whatever the case may be. But everything that people speak on about this guy is not their fucking business, right? He renamed himself King. But he went on one of those dating TV things, and there's this girl named Zoe, light-skinned girl named Zoe that you know her, Kai Cenat, the streamer. I think he Trinidadian boy from New York. He hang with Drewski and Kevin Hart. And he got
Kai.
Kai Snap.
Yeah. I know you're talking about.
You know the light skinned girl Zoe that used to hang with him.
Nah.
Well,
I ain't watch him like that.
Yeah,
I know
they
of
both
them.
from New York. I think they grew up together. But this girl, like, she flirt with every nigga in the industry. Whatever. They're like, she just like she trolls, right? She cute girl. She she funny. She make money by trolling and stuff. Or I'm sure she got other avenues, like, but trolling the thing until she get where she going to, so she can fund herself, right?
She about to start trolling, yeah.
But check this out, bro. The boy Bobby Green. He introduced himself to her on this show, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "My name is YBG Don." And instantly, he ain't even get everything out his mouth, and she instantly answered with masculinity. What you say? And he was like, "My name is YBG Don. How you doing?" Or some shit like that. She was like, "What is that?" He was like, "Young, black, and gifted." Make a long story short, this is not verbatim. He rebranded himself.
Yeah.
And she like tried to like emasculate the nigga and on camera, like, because he just like finding different ways to rebrand himself, just just being inside of himself. And she shot the shit down. And every white man, every white woman in the comment, bro, they, "Oh yeah, that shit was stupid," and this, that, and the other, and I'm like, yo, you see how the disrespect from the black woman will allow any and everybody else to just come in and say whatever they want.
Mm-hmm.
Because we can, like, you get what I'm saying? I'm like, so I hopped in the comments like, and what is it to you that this black man changed his name? What is it about Young, Black, and Gifted that makes you nervous? And now everybody, "Oh, it's stupid," and this, that, and that. What's stupid about somebody changing their name? It wasn't stupid for Muhammad Ali to change his name, because it stood for something for him.
Mm-hmm.
So, Young, Black, and Gifted can't stand for something for him because y'all don't like this man as a fighter. This is what I mean by, why does every other ethnicity think that they can come in and just say something on our lives? It has nothing at all to do with you.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't other ethnicities mind their business about black people? Even other black cultures, like even other black. If you're not black, if you're not indigenous to America, why do y'all even think y'all can talk? And it be because we don't have power within ourselves, bro. We collapse from the inside.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say earlier that the reason why everybody feels like they can comment on the black lives is because they know that black people are so divided that if they say, like, especially if somebody else black is already jumping on the bandwagon of, this is stupid, it opens up the floodgates for everybody to be like, "Oh, yeah, if they think it's stupid, then yeah, it's stupid. We don't want you sitting there thinking that highly of yourself anyway." So of course they gonna jump on it, and then haters gonna hate, so they gonna all jump. Everybody who's a hater gonna jump on that bandwagon.
Yeah, bro, a lot of this shit bothers me. Like, it be like, it's a lot of shit that I gotta send you, bro. Like, the app Clubhouse?
No.
All right, so it's this app called Clubhouse where people go up and it's like a community of people. It got different rooms where you could talk about different shit.
Mm-hmm.
And
so is it something like Stereo?
What is Stereo?
Stereo is something like a blog thing where.
Well, it's no videos. It's just.
No, it's not a video. It's just all audio. Sit there, you start a conversation. Like, you'll sit there and type up what conversations the topic's gonna be about and all that.
And there's rooms and people can come into your room and talk on it. Yeah, that's exactly what it's like. Yep. So on this app Clubhouse,
mm-hmm.
there's a community of black women, and guess who's the leader in that room?
Some white man.
Yes, and guess what they're talking about?
Black people.
Black men. And ways to unalive black men because they don't like black men and they're looking for help from white men to unalive black men.
Damn,
This shit is on the internet.
Clubhouse
bro.
is letting this go down?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying, bro. Exactly what I'm saying.
Somebody need to check their platform.
My thing is, I think we as black men need to separate from what doesn't love us. It's not our business if y'all don't fuck with us. Go over there and don't fuck with us.
But
You get what I'm saying?
But I love black women.
But you can't love something that don't love you. It's plenty of other women out here that loves us. Even black women. Like, I'm talking about, like, other ethnicity black women. Like, different culture black women.
Mm-hmm.
But the way mainstream paints us, we're the most hated, bro.
Because that's all, when they show black Americans, it's always negative.
Yeah, but everybody wants to be black American.
Anything positive about black Americans is entertainment purposes, like basketball players, football players, baseball players, soccer players.
It's the big
It's
games.
all entertainment, boxing, track, all that. That's the only positive black people you gonna see or that they're gonna promote. Besides that, everybody else is drug dealers, criminals,
Like the dude from Baltimore. I bet you know
drug
about
addicts.
You know about the guy from
Or just straight violent.
from Baltimore that turned water into gas.
Turn water into gas. Are
Yeah.
you talking about who made the hydrogen engine?
He turned the black guy with the locks. Is he from Baltimore or from Detroit? He's from one of them, Baltimore or Detroit, one of them. I think it's Baltimore, but he turned water into gas, like actual gas. He started a fucking pickup truck. I think it was a 350. He poured the shit, he made the shit gas, and then he poured it into the truck, and then did it on the internet. And he was like, all right, guys, we about to try it out. He cut the fucking truck on, the shit was running, bro. The shit was running. I'm like, damn, like.
Yeah, I ain't hear about that.
Yeah.
Well, I said, last thing I heard about anything like that, or something similar to
or
that.
Or plastic. I'm sorry. He turned plastic into gas. He turned plastic into fuel. That's what it was.
Because I was say I know the only thing that I've heard of that was close to that was the guy from Africa. I don't know what area of Africa he was in because this was a couple of years ago when I heard about it. But yeah, he made an engine that ran on water, so we didn't have to use gas.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, that's what he was on Vine.
He sat there, he made the engine. Well, he built the engine, had the car, and everything was running. And America brought him over here, and next thing you know, that was the last you heard about it.
Yeah.
It was either America or Australia. I don't remember. I gotta go find
Where
that
they
video.
bring him
again.
to?
Yeah. All I know is they took him out of where he was at to bring the technology over there and patented all that, and then he just disappeared. And that sounds like some American shit. So
Yeah, for sure. Bro, you know what I can't fuck with right now, bro?
America. So.
Yeah, that part. But this chick going over to Dubai, everybody saying she got shitted on. You know this chick cooking with Kaya?
Oh yeah.
Bro, they saying she getting shitted and pissed on, and I think it's a lie, bro, because she was doing her thing. I just really hope she ain't go over there and sell herself like that.
Oh, in Dubai?
Yeah. They shitting and pissing on bitches over there. Like, that shit is strange, bro. I just don't, I don't know, bro. And this be what I mean by they find any and every way to deplete you completely of your spirit, your energy. Cause we're resilient, bro. We're a resilient people, and they come up with new shit every day.
They might have been putting her through a humiliation ritual.
Right?
They got a lot of those going around.
Yeah, facts. Yo, dog, I appreciate you even doing the shit with me for real. We gonna work out the kinks. Figure out. Well, first of all, you got anything else you want to touch on?
I said we still never got to the original question of the siphon of energy.
Shit.
We touched on it a little bit.
Yeah. All right, my fault. We bouncing around it. Well, so I guess we can call this our first video. Well, our first official episode of us together. Then we'll do it because we got 57 other videos that people can watch. But like actually diving in and talking like about society, current events, and shit like that. We about to dig in for real. Real fast, just to touch on the energy and siphoning and how to protect yourself from that shit. What is something that you notice people do to extract energy? Because you were just telling me about
before we started.
Yeah.
Things that I notice people do to siphon energy from you is to start up conversations with you. Like if they come out of the blue, just initiating a conversation with you, then it's a good chance that they might be trying to siphon your energy. Not saying that all people who just spark up conversation with you is trying to do that, but 9 times out of 10, that's the case. Like,
now what?
And a scenario I can use to show is like if say a guy's trying to talk to a chick, he finds her attractive and he wants something from her, which is her energy. So he's gonna spark up conversation with her and start trying to get her to think about or even have the idea in her head of them being a thing or them hooking up or them being together, because once you get an individual to start to think or ponder on a specific thing, then they're putting their energy into that just by the thought of it.
Right.
So
because your mind is on what their mind is on, or they got you to think about what they want.
Yes, and that's how you siphon energy. Like I was looking at a video where they were saying, us as people control the weather, and how they manipulate that is they'll tell you the weather forecast. So now you have a large majority of the people
thinking about
believing that this is going to be the weather. It's going to be sunny out tomorrow at this degrees. So now so many people is believing and thinking that this is going to be it.
Yeah.
So when the time comes, all the collective energy has manifest this sunny day.
But check this out: is there no machine weather machine? I meant
they have a machine. Well,
cloud
I don't
machine.
know. I don't know personally, but I've heard that there is a weather machine out there for how they manipulate the weather.
Building.
They sit there and have a cloud machine that makes
building.
Clouds, and it the clouds actually bring rain and stuff like that.
Bro,
holds moisture.
That drone off of Admiral Wilson, or 676, or 76 rather. That pink building where the waste management go to drop trash.
Pink building.
That pink building, bro. Right, like
you talking about the power plant?
That's the power plant.
Yeah, talking about on Broadway, right?
Nah, it's not on Broadway. It's on. Yes, it is.
It's on Broadway. You can see it off of.
Yeah, that's where waste management go to drop trash too. But you never see clouds coming from the drones.
Yeah,
that's the
power
cloud
plant.
Yeah, bro, the shit is weird, bro.
But that doesn't go up into the sky and make clouds. You see the
Oh, that's just smoke.
you really
like
see
pollution
steam. That's really like steam
from
from
burning
the
trash or something.
from the energy. The what you see is really just it's smoke, but it's smoke from the combustions of how they make nuclear power. All that heat has to go somewhere.
Yeah.
So they have a system that pushes it out, and then it goes.
What's being made though? What you mean by nuclear power? What are they doing?
A power plant is where they make nuclear energy, and if you know how to make nuclear energy is, I want to say hydrogen. It's a hydrogen cell, and they make the hydrogen cell split, I believe. And that split is what makes... Damn, hold up. Damn, I gotta go look into it again. I don't remember.
Hold on.
I know it's something like that, but I'm trying to get it verbatim, and I can't get it. But it's a reaction between the cells, and the cells create radiation or nuclear energy.
It says a power plant's purpose is to generate electricity from other forms of energy, such as fossil fuel, nuclear, solar, and wind or water. They convert this initial energy into electrical energy, which is then sent over the network of a high voltage line.
I say look up nuclear energy.
To substations and finally the homes and businesses. So it pushes out energy so that we can. Oh, it's just power.
But I say a power plant, because I read a book on it too.
Yeah.
The power plant is where they create the energy, and then the power plant sends...
the steams come from the turbine.
And then the energy that the power plant makes goes to the transmitters, and then the transmitters is like, the transmitter station is like a whole nother building.
Yeah.
So it goes to there, and then the transmitter station sends the power through the lines.
I told y'all this nigga be knowing shit. Yeah, but yeah, that's exactly what it is.
It starts off with a lot of power, and then every time it goes to a different spot, it's less and less power. So let's say the power plant generates 250,000 amps of power, and it sent it to the transmitter. It sends it to the transmission station. By the time it makes it to the transmission station is taking that 250,000 amps and condensing it. As it sends it through the line, it's only sending out
a certain amount.
120 amps.
It distributes
and
whatever the business is.
120 amps is running through the lines. It's up on the telephone lines and poles and all that. All that's 120. And then it goes through the small transmitters that be on, the transformers. It goes through the transformers at each spot where it distributes to businesses and houses, and it goes from 120 amps down to 120,000 amps to, let's say, 70 almost an hour. Then it transferred down to 75,000, and then that's what you have in your box, your circuit breaker in the house, and from there it sits there and disputes to like 20 amps, 120, like whatever each spot needs, whether it's lights, outlets,
So,
stuff like that, appliances.
okay. Yo, you know what's crazy is we're talking about energy siphoning and distribution,
Mm-hmm.
and it comes from it's crazy, bro, because it started out with a fucking potato on the ground. Now it's a power plant. No, it started out with the original man on Earth, and we were sort of like the power plant, weren't we? Everything kind of was, because everything was energy, everything, and we were the electricity on the Earth.
I wouldn't say we were the electricity, but we were able to manipulate the energy around us and use it to our advantage.
So, do you know that electricity comes from the ground?
Yes.
So, what do you think? What do you think? All right,
electricity is all throughout us. Like, it's all throughout what we like. It's throughout our living space. It's in the ground. It's in the air. It's in the water. That's why you're able to turn all these things into energy.
Yeah.
Fossil fuel is pretty much stuff that comes from the earth.
Yeah.
You can turn air into energy. You can turn water into energy. You can turn fire into energy.
But it is already that itself.
It is that already, exactly.
Yeah. They just figured out a way to transform it. And this is what I mean by crackheads doing witchcraft. Nigga, they do witchcraft. Nigga, I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
So crackheads out here doing magic.
They out here doing black magic on niggas, bro. And they trying to life swap and shit. That's why they be asking people for the time.
They trying to life swap?
Yes, bro. They trying to destiny swap and shit. That's why I don't really be talking to people, bro. I don't trust it, bro. They wanna you ever give a crackhead or a fiend money and they wanna shake it, bro? Get that fat ass hand out my face.
I don't think anybody touching fiends after Kevin Hart did.
That fucking bump up on the lip is dumbass. Nigga, why would you let a fiend touch your lip? He talking about, bro, you done.
He said, "Come here, let me tell you something real quick." What? I need just flick my lip.
Flick the nigga lip. Yo, that's
instant
crazy.
bump.
Damn. Yeah, bro, but I could lighten up, right? Cause you always saying that shit like, yo, bro, you like, yeah, cool, I get it, right? But then you think about, I'm telling you, bro, like maybe I need to stay off the phone because I'll be seeing shit like skinwalkers, for instance. You don't be, bro. Fiends don't never.
Skinwalker Ranch.
Nah, like a skinwalker, like a fucking demon that possessed it, like that housed a vessel, and is trying to act normal. A lot of these fiends be seeming like that, bro.
Yeah, because they got it's more than just their it's more than just their spirit inside of them now.
Right.
Well, I say that's why they sit there. They tell you what you taking, man. They tell you. That's why when people who drink alcohol, that's why they call it
spirits.
Wines and spirits, because certain drinks is gonna introduce you to a different spirit.
Yep. Or that,
and that spirit is going to live through you because of that. What would you call it? It's like taking a substance to be able to mediate or be a medium for that spirit.
I got you. Right. because that's exactly what you acting as.
A medium.
That's why you know you can bless your alcohol before you drink it, right?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
A lot of people, bro. It's a lot of shit that.
How do you bless your alcohol before you drink it? Is that
the
the tapping the bottle ritual? Where you're like, oh,
nah, but you know what's crazy is it might be because we don't a lot of things that we do innately.
We don't know where that started from.
Yeah, but we do it.
Something that everybody does.
Or pouring shit out for the homies. We never.
I know where that came from.
Yeah, like, I'm just saying, like we do a lot of shit that.
That's actually a type of magic too.
Oh really?
Yes.
You letting a dead drink with you or some shit?
I'm trying to remember exactly.
We gotta come back with that shit.
Yeah, because it's definitely some meaning behind it, and because it was like, yeah, I gotta. We're gonna come back on that.
All right, so let's. What we at?
Definitely something behind that.
Where we at? I don't want them to run.
Hour and a minute, but I gotta sit there and edit it anyway. That's why I don't think we're gonna. By the time I edit it, we're not gonna have the whole hour. It's gonna be probably.
Leave it like
45
that.
minutes.
Fuck it. Well, we gotta edit out the part. So you know how to edit then? Well, we gotta edit this out now because we just talking this shit, talking about editing. But yeah, bro, this shit.